Oh, right, yeah, absolutely, yeah. Well, it's my new single. It's called Better Half of Me. It's about my lovely missus, Annie. I've been away on the road quite a lot this year, and I've really missed her, and she's kind of kept me going with various different FaceTimes and phone calls and all that stuff. And we got engaged last year in August, and I feel like I've seen her about 30, 40 times over the year, which isn't really a lot. So, yeah. It's nice. I'm back in town now, which is very nice. So it's nice to be back.
Excellent. And what's the plan for the rest of the year? Are you going to have some time with your wife?
Well, not until basically I'm flat out until the 20th of December, which is we're doing all sorts of stuff towards the end of the year. But I've got the 20th of December to the 20th of January off. And we're going to spend a lot of time together, which I'm very excited about.
Now, you completed your Headline UK tour. How was it?
Yeah, it was incredible. Absolutely amazing reaction. It was really funny because the single came out at the very start of the tour, and there was definitely a few people singing it at the start, but by the end of it, the whole room was singing it. It's so nice to see that with the song that you've written. It's so cool to just see it come alive and people becoming aware of it. And yeah, it's been really cool. But the whole tour was great. Really enjoyed it. Finished up in Birmingham about 3 days ago, and we've been gone for a month and a half. So nice to be back.
Excellent. And the reason you've done this tour is because you released your debut album earlier this year and now released a deluxe version of said album.
Oh, absolutely. So shiny. It's like a Pokemon card. It's like a shiny bronze Pokemon card. Yeah, I have. No, it's got 4 brand new tracks on it. A bunch of old fan favourites that people had kind of asked me over the last year since the album's come out, like, why have you not put that tune on? And a bunch of stuff that people just haven't heard before. So, yeah, I'm very proud of it.
As mentioned, you did release your debut album earlier this year. Tell us about the record.
It's an album. It's got lots of songs on it. I don't know. It's a collection of the kind of stories and lessons I've learned over the last 27 years of my life. Like, there's a lot on there about my relationship with my family and my friends and my fiance and my kind of view on life and the stuff that I've learned in tough lessons over the years. And I just kind of try and make light of the kind of everyday as well. Do you know what I mean? Because I think people need a little bit of that sometimes. Not every song's got to be really deep and depressing. So, although a lot of mine are, to be fair. So yeah, there's a bit of light, there's a bit of shade, there's a bit of everything.
Good. And off the back of that, you won a Brit Award.
I did indeed. Yeah. Yeah. What a crazy night that was. Absolutely mental. So yeah, I mean, not many people can say they've won a Brit. So. Yeah, it's been a mad year, very mad.
So I'm sure you're hoping to continue this madness into 2020. So what is the plan for next year?
Well, next year I'm going to be taking a bit of time off. I'm obviously going to be doing festivals. I think the plan is to do 35 festivals and write the second album. And obviously I had 27 years to write the first one and probably about a year to write the second one. So I'm taking a good bit of time off, as I said. In late December, early January, and then I'm just going to start writing and try and travel a bit, try and go about and have some new experiences and figure out what I want this album to be about and what I want it to sound like.
And what are your thoughts at the moment, and how might you develop your music?
I'm not really sure, to be honest. We've been that busy touring. We've done like 160 plus gigs this year, and all the songs that I did have kind of lined up for the second album I used on the deluxe version. I used like all my favourites on that. So my plan in January is just to delete everything on my laptop and completely start fresh. Just like blank slate and just see where it ends up. I'm not going to put loads of pressure on myself to make it sound a certain way or have songs about certain things. I just want to experiment with new things in new studios with new people and just start fresh.
And you like doing your music acoustically as well. Do you have plans on doing something more along that line?
I mean, in February, we're doing something called the Home Run Tour, which is 6 dates in Scotland and a date in Manchester, because I grew up in Scotland and then moved to Manchester and spent the rest of my kind of days there before I ventured out to university. But it's just me, the piano player. On a couple of the dates, we're going to have a quartet playing strings with us, which will be absolutely incredible. So I'm really excited about that next year. I mean, it's sold out in like a minute online, which is crazy because we're doing like smaller, more intimate venues like King Tut's in Glasgow, for example. So very excited about that.
Now, is there anywhere that you want to tour at some point that you haven't taken the record to yet?
I'd love to go to Brazil. I've never been to Brazil, and I know, like, if you look at the kind of stats on streaming services, there's a lot of kind of people listening over there, and I just feel like haven't had the chance to get out there. So I'd love to get out there and do a festival, or even just go on holiday there next year and just experience Brazil. That'd be incredible.
Well, it's been a pleasure having a chat with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The pleasure is all mine, sir. Thanks for taking the time. I appreciate it.